it to him. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, report.
They give right side to Henry. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Third and just 2 to go. Looking to throw, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. They're going for this. Taken in by Likely. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. Another run for Henry. He'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Quay Walker. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Jackson throwing here. Into the hands of Likely. Has room into the secondary. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get the game's first points here in the second. Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Jaden Reed to return this. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Let's go now.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Come on, set. Ready.
From the 43. He lets a heater go deep, middle, brought in, inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Hardy on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jair Alexander with the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running once more with Henry. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, here's Lamar. He's on the move. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. It's the Ravens, who have 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Flush down out to his left. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, here's Jackson. Hits his tight end on the corner route. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun now for Love. He beams one deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
This is on target to Christian Watson. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Ready, ready. Hut.
Love from the gun. It's a Green Bay touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers tie things up at 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. Hardy on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Jackson to throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Likely's got it right side. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On first down, Jackson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Packers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Marcus Williams has it. And the Ravens get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, they have the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
And he's down inside the 35 before going out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
No, we changed it.
Working inside the red zone. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout. And they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He keeps it himself. And he's into the end zone. No time left, and they take the lead right as halftime arrives. The fact that they pulled that out on a first and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. They stick with Jacobs. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Love out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Ready.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Watson with the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Let's go. Ready, go.
Another try following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ready.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Let's go now.
He's back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers tie this game at 21. On now is McManus to kick this away. Hardy on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Handoff headed right to Henry. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Jair Alexander with the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Changing it up here, Jackson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Jackson now on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. After 3 quarters, we're... Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. He'll throw it. This finds Likely. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
2nd and 8. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, kid, I remember a few years ago talking to Justin Herbert when he was a rookie quarterback. And I said, Justin, what's the biggest difference between the college game and the pro game? And he didn't hesitate. He said the edges. The defensive ends in this league get home so fast, so much faster than they do in college. And that play emblematic of it.
How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Going with King Henry here. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Ravens in range for a game-winning score. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. It's Henry on the carry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens jump in front late. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. Return's looking good so far. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Back to throw. Has it at the 7. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers cut it to a point late in this one. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers tie us up 28-all. On now is McManus to kick this away. Hardy on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
to pass. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Hold on, ready?
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Hey, report! Get up! Ready? Raise it up! Sit up!
Here he is to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Avoids some trouble there. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
Trying again, following the set. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. To throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it. And the Packers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Well, that's now two, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got two in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Love from the gun. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And now it's 2nd down.
On the double. Ready, ready, ready.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Finds his man. It's Kraft. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. An important attempt coming up here for Brandon McManus. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. Oh, he missed it! The pressure got to him on that short attempt. And barring a miracle, we're set up for overtime.
That's the life of an NFL kicker, a chance to be a hero, and unfortunately, he can't end this one. And now, well, now it's incumbent upon his teammates to pick him up and maybe give him that game-winning opportunity coming up in overtime.
He's going to push one deep down the right. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to go out on the edge of the red zone.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
This is off the left upright and in. It's good. And they've taken back the lead. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.